Happy New Year, everyone. Now that I'm in my second trimester, I have heard everything from what I should eat to what I should not eat, from how I should sit to how I should not sit. The list is endless. But how much of it is actually true? Today, we are separating the wheat from the chaff. Today, we are separating the facts from the fiction. We are debunking the biggest pregnancy myth versus the actual science. Let's get right into today's video, shall we? If you're new here, my name is Chukwusomuanidebe, and on this channel, I share motherhood tips, growth, lifestyle, fashion, and every other thing that I love. If you're here to subscribe, hit the subscribe button to join the family. The first myth that we are going to be debunking is you need to double your food intake because you are eating for two. That's a myth. Now let me tell you the actual facts. Actually, in the first trimester, you don't really need extra calories. In the second and the third, you only need about 300 to 450 extra calories. That's basically a small sandwich or a bowl of yogurt. Focus on quality over quantity. It's not about the quantity of food that you eat. It's about the quality of the food that you eat. Your baby's already taking what they need. So it's not about eating for two. They eat more food because you are eating for two, or you are eating for three, or you are eating for four, depending on how many babies you're carrying. It is about the quality of the food, how healthy it is, over the quantity of the food. The second myth that we'll be debunking is heartburn means the baby is going to have a lot of hair. I don't know why people think that way, or why somebody would think that this is something they should say, but it's a myth. It is not a fact. Now let me tell you the actual fact. This is a classic because while one study actually found a slight link, heartburn is mostly caused by hormones, relaxing your digestive tract and the baby pushing against your stomach. So don't buy a comb based off the fact that you're having acid reflux. Nah, your baby is not going to have SSA. If it is not in your genes, it's not in your gene. If you as a mother, you as a father, you don't have a lot of hair, like people in your family, genetically speaking, they're not the gay hair. The ladies struggle with hair growth, the men are bald. And you are saying because you are constantly having heartburn, your baby is going to be Afro dada. You are joking with yourself. The third myth we were debunking is the shape of the belly predicts the gender. Carrying high means it's a girl. Carrying low or pointy means it is a boy. That's a myth. Now let me tell you the actual fact. The way you carry, the way your belly is, depends on your muscle tone, your height, and the baby's position, not their gender. Only an ultrasound or a blood test can tell your gender, can tell you the sex of your baby. Even at that, ultrasound sometimes are actually wrong because there are some people that will go for ultrasound and they say you're having a boy, but they end up giving birth to a girl. Those that will say you're having a girl, you end up giving birth to a boy. So it is not based off how low or how pointy or how high. It is whatever gender the baby is going to be, is going to be based off your height, your muscle tone, and the baby's position. There's some days that my belly are pointy. There's some days that it's as if the baby is here. The baby's position. So somebody that saw me today and is that my baby moved upwards and it's here, you say, you're having a girl. And when you see me the next day and it moves downward, you say you're having a boy. You're just confusing yourself. So it is a myth. Do not judge the gender or do not choose the baby's gender based off the tummy size or how you carry or how you're pregnant, your tummy is. Okay? The fourth myth we will be debunking is you should avoid exercise. You should stay in bed and not lift a finger. The fact is, unless your doctor says otherwise, staying active is actually better for you and the baby. It helps with stamina during labor and mood swings. Just skip the heavy lifting and extreme sports. But if you can, move around. Move. Do not be in one position. You're not a stone. You're not a stick. You're not a chair. You're not a table. Move. It's a myth. You don't exercise. Stay. Don't do too much. Say get below. No go me no go. Nah. Myth number 5. This one has happened to me personally when I was pregnant with Kamsi. No, when I gave birth to Kamsi, I went to the salon with him, and one man there was like, see how your baby is drooling. No, it's like you ate a lot of okra and snail in your pregnancy. I just kept quiet because there's some people you don't argue with. I just like, do you really know how much your body needs? Like, if you can take okra every day, because it contains folate, that's folic acid, okra, and how healthy snail is for you as a pregnant woman. You will not be saying a pregnant woman should avoid eating okra and snail because it is slimy, and because it is slimy, the baby will end up drooling. Like, I was just looking at the man that day. I just kept quiet. Like, when you're done, you keep quiet, because some certain people you don't argue with. You just let them continue with the knowledge that they have. Like, you let them continue in their ignorance. You get the point? Yeah. Because the myth is eating okra or snail will make your baby drool a lot or have runny nose after they are born. The fact is, when you eat okra or snail, your stomach acid breaks them down completely into basic nutrients, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. The sliminess or mucilage does not travel through the bloodstream to the baby. All babies drool. It is part of their development stage. It usually happens because their salivary glands are developing and they are learning how to swallow, or they are teething. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that the mother ate okra during pregnancy, or the mother ate snail during pregnancy. Okra is actually amazing for pregnancy because it is very high in folate, which is folic acid, which helps prevent birth defects. Snails are a great source of iron and protein, which helps prevent anemia during pregnancy. So the only thing okra is giving my baby is folate for a healthy brain. Drooling is just what babies do when they are getting ready for teething. So if you like your okra soup like me, please eat it in peace. It's not going to make your baby drool. It is a myth. There is no fact to it. Okay? Myth number 6. Eating too much pepper or spicy food will make the baby go blind or cause them to have red eyes or no hair. Heartburn makes them have too much hair, while spicy food makes them bald or makes their eye red or make them go blind. Are you kidding me? It's a myth. It's not a fact. The fact is, if this was true, my dear mamas, if this was true, every Nigerian baby would be in trouble, because we eat spicy things a lot in this Nigeria. Spicy food might give you heartburn or indigestion, but it definitely doesn't affect the baby's eyesight. It doesn't. Okay, eat your spicy food with caution, because you are going to have heartburn and indigestion, but not because that your baby is going to go blind or have red eyes or have no hair. Nah, it's not because of that. Myth number 7. Don't walk in the sun. I'm sure you must have heard this as a pregnant woman in Nigeria. Don't walk in the sun. If you walk outside when the sun is at its peak, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., spirit will enter your baby. I'm sure you might have heard this. Somebody might have told you, don't walk out for sun. No. Even if you walk out, try carry umbrella and walk out fast. May you go come back fast. You know, going around, like, you must have heard it. It is a myth. But let's for you spiritual people, but it's in it. Honestly, it's in it. It's not a fact. It's not a fact, my dear. It's not. Spirit now live working at night to work in hot sun. So not the born spirits. It's a myth, my love. The fact is, the real danger of the afternoon sun in Nigeria is dehydration. You will be dehydrated. Couple the fact that your body is going to be, you're going to be sweating a lot, and you get dehydrated. It is dehydration and heat exhaustion. It is important to stay cool and hydrated at all times, especially with pregnancy. But the spirits aren't the issue. The heat is the issue. So if somebody tells you, this heat too much for you, yeah, but you say, this sun, you want my spirit enter your baby. I'm covered by the blood right here. Like, what if what I want to do is so important? So, who should I fear? Spirits. Spirits. I beg. Myth number 8 is, don't cross over a pregnant woman's leg. If someone jumps or crosses over your legs while you are sitting, the baby will look like the person. I'm sure you might have heard this as a pregnant woman. Even as a child growing up in Nigeria, when you sit down on the floor or sit somewhere and somebody crosses your leg, like, come and cross back. I don't want my child to look like you. Like, if it works that way, I guess some of us will have children that doesn't look like us, because our siblings use it to look for trouble. Like your brother will just purposely pass and cross your leg, and he will not want to cross back. And you know how many people have done that just to spite you as a child. So if that was actually true, we'll have a lot of people looking like people that did not birth them because they cross leg. But it's a myth. It is not a fact. Now, what is the fact? The fact is, DNA is decided at conception. Someone jumping over your legs won't change your baby's features, but it's a good excuse to tell people to give you some personal space. Like, why would you want to cross my leg when you can pass another place? But yeah, that's like, give me my space. Go somewhere else. Why is this the only place you saw to pass? Yeah, but saying I don't want my child to look like you. DNA, when you somebody cross your leg, does the DNA drop and enters your own body? So nah, it's a myth. There is no fact to it. Okay. The 9th myth, myth number 9, is drinking coconut water will make the baby have a very clear complexion or a bright head. Your child will be very smart when you drink coconut water. The skin will be so bright, the complexion will be so bright and clear, and the head, over bright for the warrior. The name does us children bright too. You get? But that's a myth. The fact is, coconut water is amazing for hydration and electrolytes, but it doesn't have bleaching power. You know they bleach now. It doesn't have bleaching powers for the baby's skin. Their complexion, the complexion of your baby, is strictly based on you and your partner's genes. If you not be albino for a family, there is a possibility that you would birth an albino. If people in your family are dark, there is a possibility that you will be dark at birth. No matter the amount of coconut water you drank, it just keeps you hydrated and fills the body with electrolytes. But it does nothing to your skin. You know they bleach now. You know they bleach. It doesn't. It doesn't bleach anything. Okay? And when they give bright head, you have to do your work as a parent over your child, for your child to have bright head. Yeah. You know they work all because of coconut water. Do you get? The last and final myth for this video, myth number 10. Drinking cold water affects your baby. It makes the baby develop respiratory issues like catarrh or cough immediately after birth. You see this one? It's a big lie. I stand on it with my 10 toes. It's a lie. Anybody that tells you drinking cold water is going to affect the baby, don't drink cold water. It's not good. It's going to affect. It's a myth. There's no fact, like one single fact. There's no fact to it. None. Like none. There's no fact. It's a myth. The fact is your body's temperature is highly regulated. Let's call it an incubator. By the time the cold water passes through your esophagus and enters your stomach, your internal body heat has already warmed it up significantly. Should I read it again? Should I say it again? Your internal body heat has already what? Warmed it up significantly. No matter how freezing, no matter how chilled the water is, when you drink it, it passes through your esophagus and enters your stomach. Your body temperature has regulated the water. The water has calmed. It's now warm. Inside your body is not as cold as that when you drink it's going to you feel it in your throat. This water cold die. But after that, you will share. It's warm. So it has no effect on your baby. It does not reach the baby at a freezing temperature. It doesn't. The way it is freezing on your hand, you can't even hold it. Your hand is freezing your palm, and you drink it and like, oh, you feel refreshed. Now your throat, you feel them. Drink your cold water. But I'm sure we already know that cold water is not the cause of cough and catarrh. It's a virus that causes it, right? So do not say, I drank too much cold water, that's why I'm having catarrh, or I drank too much cold water, that's why I'm having cough. It's a virus that causes it, not your cold water. Drink your cold water in peace. Drink your water in peace. The virus is the cause of your catarrh and cough. This is just a bonus tip. So don't go around this new year with the idea that it's too much of cold water that I drank yesterday night that is making my voice to look like it's half crack, that is making me cough, that is making my nose to dry, to turn to well. It's a virus. And with that, we have come to the end of today's video. I'm sure you enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed it myself because whilst I was researching and compiling the myths together, I was just laughing because I have heard some personally, and some, this is my first time seeing them, when I was like looking for ones to add to the ones I already know. I was like, do people really believe in this thing? You believe that when you eat pepper, you maybe will go blind, or when you do this one, like, I was laughing. So I'm sure you were surprised. So which myth amongst the one I said have you heard before, or which one have you heard before that I did not see? Let me know in the comment section, because we need to start debunking this myth so people know what they are actually doing. They actually know the facts and the thing. They actually know the facts and the myth. So we need to start debunking this thing so people know the one that is true and the one that is false. And without no further ado, we've come to the end of today's video. If you've not liked, please comment, share, and I'll see you in another video. Stay beautiful, stay blessed.